Hello Libra, thank you very much for tuning in to this week's read. For the main part of the read, I'm using the Tarot Grand Lux by Ciro Marchetti. There's a website for Ciro, usgamesinc.com. Feel free to use that information if you want it. Supportive Oracle cards, Magical Spell cards by Lucy Cavendish. There's a website for Lucy, hayhouse.com. I think it's at the bottom, on the bottom line or something. Feel free to freeze frame if you want that, of course. What do we have for Libra? You have success here, but success, we have to stabilize something. We definitely have to stabilize something. Okay. More information is on its way. That's the first thing I got when I'm seeing the Two of Pentacles backed up with the Knowledge card. Not everything has come forward yet. Not everything is in front of you yet. Somebody's very happy. Are they? Now, somebody's telling you what you want to hear, or they think they're telling you what you want to hear. They come off really positive. This reminds me of a business situation. Doesn't have to be a business because it's a general read, of course, but it reminds me of like a business situation where somebody is like, oh yeah, I want to do that. Yeah, I love that. That's great. Let's do that. I can't wait to do that. I'm excited. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And in truth, they're like, great, I got to do that. I hate that. I don't want to be a part of that. The only reason I'm doing this is for the paycheck, blah, 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 blah. Like, that's the truth. I mean, we've all known people like that, haven't we? I think we all have. Where, you know, they'll tell management or the people that they think want to hear the positive things, they'll lie right to their face and do their best to prove it true. Especially when they say they can't wait, they're excited. Oh, I love doing that. I love, you know, picking the peas out of the carrot and pea mix. I like doing that all day, all night. I can't wait. Just taking the peas out of the carrot pea mix. I could just sit there. Oh my God, it's my own true joy. Blah 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 blah. Like, sure it is, sweetie. Sure it is. But they'll sell it like it really is. I know I'm making that really ridiculous, but you know, it's kind of like I can think of a few people I've come across in my life that, you know, to me it's very obvious that they're full of crap. But other people are like, wow, cool. Wow, they really like that. Who knew? I never thought anybody would like that. Yeah, they don't. But sure, we could go along with that. So somebody's giving you a line, and they're giving it quite successfully, by the way, because they got the Nine of Cups, but this card is coming in with it, the glamour. They're telling you they love something. They're telling you they're here. They're telling you they're staying. Ooh. Ace of Pentacles is showing up as a challenge card. They're not going to be able to keep this up. The truth will come forward, because whatever it is that they're telling you they love, in truth, they have a lot of anxiety about it. They don't, this is not something, either it's something they're not really good at. It might be that, actually. Not that, it might be that they're not good at it. It might be flat out that they're not good at it. And they're trying to show you that they are, and pretend that they are, do everything they can to make it look like they are. But in truth, nope, not good at it. Which, when I feel Libra's energy going into this, kind of like, I'm going to give somebody a fair shot. They say they want to do it. They say they're good at it. I'm going to let them try. You want to believe in this person. You want to be optimistic for them. I feel at this point you seem to like them, and you want this to work out. You would love for them to actually be good with it. I really think they're lying through their teeth, because the Tower shows up, and it's all going to kind of like crash down. The truth will come forward very, I don't know if it's harsh, because you seem like you're okay. But for them, I feel like this is going to define the situation, and how this plays out, they're going to be like, okay, they told me that, and they were just flat out lying. They failed because they flat out lied, so I'll do what I need to do with that information. It's just, it completely... You don't have devastation, by the way. I get the Five of Swords for you, kind of like... This person lying to you, I feel like you're looking at this like, I don't know why they put the effort into that. I just literally don't know why they did that. I'm going to tread lightly on this one because I'm feeling like for some of you, you're dealing with a compulsive liar. That's how they live life. That's what they do. And maybe it wasn't as apparent until this moment, but it's something where maybe you're like, well, they embellish a little bit. I've heard that with people who are compulsive liars. Other people describe them as like, well, they embellish things a little bit, or they exaggerate a little bit. No, they exaggerate about everything to the point where it's a flat out lie. But whatever. This person may be, take it with a grain of salt, clearly it's a general read, they may be a compulsive liar. I would just kind of like watch a little closer. I would watch a little closer to that one if that's the case. Either way, I don't feel like this is going to work for you anymore. Because if you can't trust somebody to tell you the truth, you can't do anything with somebody who's going to try to tell you what they think you want to hear. You can't build anything. You can't be successful with that. You can't be successful with lies. You can't do it. And I'm getting kind of like, they didn't need to do that. If they told you the truth to begin with, it wouldn't have gone bad for them. And you would have just measured it out correctly. I feel like that's part of why this is sort of bothering you. If they just told you the truth, it wouldn't have looked bad for them. Nothing would have gone bad. Like, they didn't have to pretend that they liked something that they didn't. Like, there was just no... If they had told you they didn't like it, or if they had told you they weren't good at it, you'd have been like, okay, well then how about we do this? You wouldn't have thought bad about them for that. It's almost like, I feel like when you're seeing this person do this and flat out fail, fall on their face, you're like, there was no reason to. They didn't need to lie. There was no reason. Like, this is necessary. This situation, you're going to look at it like they had no reason to lie. The situation is coming forward so you can see the truth about this person. The situation is very important. You need to know what this person is like so that they're not pushing something forward or you're thinking you can depend on them more than you actually can. That's the point. And it's like, this is the point. I'm also noticing you're solving a big problem by knowing this information. You got the Six of Wands. That's success. You need this information. Something about this, I feel like this is one of those things where you lift, it's like you lift just the right rock up and you see where everything's been festering from the whole time. It's kind of like, oh my God, this is where that problem has been the whole time. I didn't realize this is where the whole problem was. This is a very successful viewpoint. You can see things clearly at this point, like, because I also see you kind of looking like, wait, what else is going on here? I feel like you might be keeping a closer eye on this person, and in doing so, you might also decide, this whole connection here, I'm going to keep a closer eye on everybody connected, because I want to see what this dynamic actually is. It's bringing you success. You got the Ace of Cups with the Queen of Pentacles going forward. You're going to restabilize this whole situation. You're going to see it in a more, this is what it actually is type of way. I feel like you wanted to see it better than it actually was for the longest time. You wanted to believe it was better than it actually was. And now, due to this whole situation, you need to see the truth of the whole matter. And once you do, you can do something with truth. You can build something with truth. You can go somewhere with truth. And this is what you're finding here. It's going to be a slow process, but I don't see you upset about the slow process. Because I feel like I'm moving things around. I'm changing how I'm dealing with people. And I'm realigning things to where all of a sudden, it does seem like things are much more compatible, much more calm. Because that one person falling flat on their face seems to highlight a lot of things. And I feel like a lot of other people don't want to be considered that type of person. So other people might try to be more cooperative because of it. A lot of this goes to your benefit. It's going to take some time. Judgment goes in your favor. Judgment goes in the whole situation's favor. You find out what the situation is really built from, what it's really made of. And the more you find out, the more you realign it, everything, like, the whole situation gets easier. I feel like that's the point. At first you're like, I don't see why that had to even happen. It seems so nonsensical. Why did that person need, but it's like a gift. They're saying it's actually a big gift. You're thinking it was foolish. There was no reason for it. The universe is saying there's a big reason for it. You need to see the truth. It's a giant gift so you can see what's really happening, and then you can really put it together the way it's supposed to be, and the whole situation is a lot easier to deal with. A lot easier to deal with. By this person doing that, they really kind of loosen up the whole situation for you. All right, judgment goes in there. Is there anything else? It just seems like the energy went poof. They're saying this is actually a great thing. I also feel like the point of this reading is, because I was like going to just shut it down, but they're like, well, the one last thing is to not just kind of look at it like, well, all right, they're not so cool. It's to take it farther, look a little deeper, and then get this to calm down. The whole situation, it's going to be so much easier. I feel like we're not realizing how much of a problem is actually here too. That's another thing. We're not realizing how big of a problem is actually here. This is exposing that, especially more off, like, you're going to see this person fail. You're going to be like, well, that was foolish. I don't know why they did that. But it's more about you searching it out after that and naturally just going, oh, this and that, and oh, well, no. And then just fixing it. Everything goes smoothly after that. I think I've already said that like 5 times. Okay, I'm going to shut this down here. Thank you for watching. I hope that helps. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. Thank you for watching. Have a good day.